So this is Ringwalk Media. It's a nice, lovely Sunday afternoon, and I'm very, very blessed to be joined with the Irish middleweight champion, Mr. Paul Ryan. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks. And I tell you what, mate, lovely to have that title round your waist, the Irish middleweight champion. A pretty good one, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a huge honour. Some big names in the past have held the title. So they've all went on to do big things as well. So hopefully I can follow suit.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what, mate. Obviously, news coming out and a big press conference over in Dublin this week. You are going to box on probably the one of the most iconic boxing cards ever to be held in Ireland. Katie Taylor's undercard at Croke Park, mate. Unbelievable. How are you feeling about that one?
Yeah, it's magic, isn't it? Well, like when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound believable at all. But I don't even think I've taken it in really. I still hasn't fully dropped with me. The pure magnitude of the event and how big it's going to be, but I can't wait. I can't wait for the whole build up and everything to go into it. I'm really, really buzzing.
Well, obviously, if Eddie Hearn's got anything to do with it, there'll be a build up of about a month of it. So you're going to have to be ready, mate.
Yeah, Matchroom don't play around. Even that press conference they done there last week, the size of the production and everything that they put into it, they do things all in.
Well, it sold 80,000 tickets in 17 minutes, mate.
I know my own ma and my sister don't have tickets for the fight, so we're trying to get that sorted. It's bleeding mental. I have to buy tickets for my own fight.
You'll have to put them on your corner list, mate, and get them in that way.
We'll stick a high vis on them or something. We might sneak them in the back door.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what, let's talk about that in a minute because it is a fabulous, fabulous opportunity. But what a great year you've had, mate. I mean, you started off about just over a year ago now, I think it was, the WCBC Grand Prix out in Saudi Arabia, mate, and you held
Yeah.
yourself really well out there as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that I showed that I belong at these world level fights. I had two fights out there. The first one was April of last year. We boxed the
Yeah.
Moroccan guy. He was actually the IBO Youth World Champion. So we boxed him and we bet him well. And then we went on to fight the eventual finalist. So I think we showed, that we really do belong at the big stage.
Yeah, I mean Derek Pomelo, I think it is the
Yeah.
guy eventually got to the final. I mean that was a bloody good fight, and he was down in the first as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, we put him down in the first, won the second fairly easy, and then boxing's boxing, isn't it? You get caught. But come here, there's no disgrace in it. I was proud about the performance, and he's one of the top guys in the world. So to be hanging there and not just hanging, but winning rounds and winning doing me thing, it's a feather in my cap to speak. Obviously,
Yeah,
the result isn't great. You're not happy with that, but there's a bit of reassurance you can take from it.
and obviously being in and around that whole Saudi Arabian production, they put everything into it. It's a massive occasion. It's probably got you ready for these occasions that are coming up very shortly.
Yeah, 100%. Even like the little things too. You're traveling your long haul flights while you're cutting weight and stuff. So it's all just experience that you get to take in. But being over there and seeing the magnitude of what they do over there, like everything else is going to be small compared to that, obviously, except for September. But it's great. It's really, really good, especially this early in my career.
And then, of course, you beat Edward Donovan, which was a fabulous fight and a great performance, I have to say. And then, of course, the war against Peter Carr to win the Irish middleweight title. And that was some fight, I have to say, mate. You absolutely smashed that. I've never seen you box as well.
Yeah, Peter made me earn me dinner that night. He made me work for it all right. He was a tough boy.
He is a tough boy, and I know your manager Jay very well, and he was telling me how pleased he was for you to actually win that title, especially in the National Stadium in Dublin. What a great occasion!
Yeah, it was amazing. Like we talked about, a real historic belt in a real historic venue. And I think the way I won it was great as well for myself. There was always questions about I might be a little bit brittle or I might be a bit fragile and the chin mightn't be there. So Peter's one of the bigger punchers on the circuit. So I got in there and I dogged it out and I came on top out in that way. So it's nice. Obviously, you don't want fights like that all the time. but it's nice to
No.
kind of shut people up as well, and show them that I can fight as well as box.
Yeah, because you had him down, I think, in the second, and then it was a tough fight in the middle there, and
Yeah.
then obviously at the end, you got him down twice, and the towel came in, but that took a lot of guts and a lot of grit to get through those sort of 5, 6, and 7, didn't it?
Yeah, the sixth round, he hurt me, he caught me to the body, and I was able to grab him and tie him up a bit. And then he caught me again to the body in the sixth round, and I says, if he catches me one more time, I'm going down. So I nearly took him down in the middle of the ring. I grabbed onto him, I wasn't letting go. But again, it's all experience. It's just learning how to do that, how to tie our opponents up, how to kill the clock a bit when you have to do it.
And fair play to your manager, Jay Byrne, who's putting on some fabulous shows in Ireland with JB Promotions. He's won Promoter of the Year in his first year as a promoter. And this year he's just excelling himself. He's doing really well, isn't he?
Jay is smashing it. He's going strength from strength, but he's doing it all right. He's doing it all for the boxers. You can see that he's not here just to make a quick few euro and then get out of here. Like he's here really to develop and build Irish boxing from the ground up. He's taking guys on from debut and he's bringing them up all the way to their Irish title and stuff. So it's great, and it's nice for me to know that he has my career in his hands now because I know he's doing it for the right reasons.
Well, do you know what I like about Jay? I mean, I've covered a lot of his shows in person. I can't get to them all, sadly, but I've done as many as I can. And he put his own brother in on a 50-50 on his debut, and it was an absolute war. And afterwards, he said, listen, he's never going to learn anything from a journeyman that's going to run round. I want my boxers to learn how to fight. And I love that, mate. And nobody else does that.
100%, I think, and then we seen it with Glenn. Obviously, it ended unfortunately, but when Glenn got the call to go over to Matchroom, he was ready for it. He took the opportunity
Yeah.
with both hands. Obviously, the controversy around it wasn't great, but he showed that again he belonged there, and not only did he belong there, he dominated the fight.
Yeah, brilliantly. And then, of course, like we said, you've got an amazing opportunity at Croke Park against Paddy Gallagher. Somebody actually who Jay knows quite well because he's fought him, hasn't he? I think he dislocated his shoulder in that fight. So you've got to give
Yeah,
him a
that's
little bit
right.
of revenge.
Yeah, so Jay'll be screaming extra hard in me corner this time, but yeah, Paddy's an old pro. Like, it's great to do it. It's great to be in there with someone that's been around and done it. For me as a prospect coming up, it's really good. I talked about it a few years ago. I bumped into Paddy when I was up in Belfast and I was yapping away to him. He was in the middle of retirement at this stage, but it's just like asking
Yeah.
him a few tips, a few pointers, any advice or whatever. So it's that old thing, the cliche work till your idols become your rivals, So it's a full circle moment, and obviously I'm doing something right if I'm getting matched with him now on these big cards.
Yeah, I mean, he's had, I think it's only just happened, isn't it? He had a bit of a controversial draw in Belfast. I think, was it last week?
Yeah, it was
Something like that. It was a couple of weeks
last
ago,
Friday.
wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah, last Friday gone. It
Yes.
was, yeah.
So he's going to be absolutely chomping at the bit. So this is going to be a tough fight, mate.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's I won't even be thinking about that fight gone. I'll be looking at vintage Paddy Gallagher, the Paddy that fought Chris Jenkins, or the Paddy that
Yeah.
he got a good win against a guy Tony Dixon a couple of years ago. Like Paddy's really, really good, and that's the level of respect that I'll be giving him.
Well, it's a great fight and an amazing venue and a great historic night. I mean, I know you're going to be prepared. You've got the guys, you've got Screamer that's doing the work with you, and all the boys in your corner, Big Mark, and
Yeah.
you're going to be very well prepared, aren't you?
Yeah, my preparation is always 100%. I have a great team around me, like you touched on, Screamer and Big Mark. So there's no two better men to be there in my corner. But we'll be going all out for this camp. I'll do my sparring in the UK, and my conditioning is always second to none anyway. As you've seen in the last fight with Peter, like by rounds 8, I'm still fresh, good to go. So there'll be no doubt about that.
Well, those boys certainly know their boxing, so you're in good hands. I know that. Now, listen, I know you're going to have a little run out. I think is it this Friday or this Saturday?
Yeah, it's this Friday. We've a run out. Just it's a six rounder. It
Yeah.
just literally keep the name out there, keep a bit of relevance around me, because we are talking. It would have been April. Would be April 4th until September 5th. It's a
It's a
long
long
while out
time.
of the ring, and again, it's out of sight, out of mind, especially in boxing. So get in. make weight, keep the weight down nice and light, and then we'll keep the cobwebs off, keep the name out there, and then we'll crack on for September. So it's perfect timing, really.
So I think it's on one of Jay's shows over in Leopardstown. Is that right? Up on the
Yeah,
racecourse there.
JB Promotions. The name of the show is Heating Up on the 10th of July in Leopardstown.
So if any guys want to come and watch you and see what they're gonna, look at Croke Park, they can get some tickets from you.
Absolutely, I've tickets there. Just give me a shout, Instagram or whatever you need. It could be the last time you get to see me box on the small hall circuit before Matchroom come and sign me. So you better act fast.
I'll tell you what, mate. It's looking like it might happen. I'll tell you what. You put a good performance in at Croke Park. The sky's the limit, isn't it? It's your crossroads fight. I would call it.
100%. There's no better platform, no better stage to do it. All eyes are going to be on this. Not just even like people in boxing that know boxing. They know how good I am. So now it's kind of my opportunity to broadcast myself to the general population, the people that are just going to watch it for the event. Like obviously Katie will be the star of the show, but I want people to say, "Wow, that Paul Ryan guy, where's he been?" Eddie Hearn included. I want him to say that. So that's the plan.
And one thing I know about the boxing fans in Ireland is they don't turn up just for the main event. They are there from the start of the night, the whole
Yeah.
night. So it's going to be packed, mate. Absolutely packed.
Yeah, I think this, especially this event as a whole, I think everyone's going to be going and going early. So I think we're going to be the first fight on the DAZN broadcast as well, which again is amazing. The whole world will
Wow.
be watching. Yeah, so I'm really relishing in the whole time that I'm getting.
Well, there's two questions I have to ask you now. All right. The
Okay, yeah.
first one, you have got to have a nice robe for this ring walk if you got something in mind, because you're quite
Yeah.
well known for your dressing gowns, aren't you?
Yeah, the Edward Donovan fight we wore like a Mexican gunslinger poncho. Then
Yeah.
the Peter fight we wore a Ric Flair robe, and I'm back out with my crew now next week to design the one for Croke Park, and it's going to be even bigger and bolder this time.
Well, please God, don't take any advice off Jazza, because he's not fashionable, Jazza.
He'd have me wearing a bin bag walking out to the ring or something like that, knowing him.
And of course, the second most important question is: are you going to be cheering on England tonight at the football?
I'm Mexican tonight. You may as well call me Mexican now. I'm like Canelo tonight. Anyone but England, unfortunately.
Oh, that's harsh, mate. That's harsh.
No, look, that's how it is. The rules, unfortunately.
Well, listen, mate. I'm so pleased for you. I know how much you sort of have worked hard in your career so far, and to get an opportunity like this is probably life changing, mate. So, you boys all down there, you all deserve it, and I'm really really pleased, and I hope that you do well.
No, thanks for that, Jonathan. I really appreciate it. And the great moments come from great opportunities, and I've got my opportunity now, so it's time to make a great moment out of it.
He's done all right for you, Jay, hasn't he?
He smashed it. The last year he's taken me on, like I was only talking about, it was a main event slot against Edward, a main event slot against Peter for the Irish title. He has me main eventing again on Friday, and then we're in Croke Park. So that's a pretty good year if you ask me.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, he done all right. You got to give it to him.
Well, listen, mate. One last thing, of course. People don't realise that boxers at your level, it's very, very hard to make any money and do this without the sponsors. Give them a little bit of a mention, mate, as always, because this is their time as well.
Yeah, I've got some amazing sponsors that have been on board with me since the start. I've Let's Glow Sunbeds, I've Tan Me Sunbeds, Clonsilla Blinds, AP Breakdown, Heavenly Treats, Sunny's Ibiza, more I'm gonna forget and they're gonna kill me. But I've a Gansey
But
load.
with
They're all on my social medias. I shout them out all the time. But as well, just to the other people that are around me, like me ma, my girlfriend Alicia, they help me with everything. My coach Screamer, Big Mark, there's a whole village around me that help me. So they all know who they are, but I'm really appreciative of them.
Well, listen, we'll tag all your sponsors, mate. You can send them to me, and we'll put them on this interview, mate. So,
Absolutely, deadly.
well, listen, mate. Best of luck. I can't get over on the 10th, unfortunately, this weekend because it's actually my birthday, mate. So
Oh well,
I'm
happy birthday to you, Jonathan. Have a good one.
mate. I'm getting a little bit old now, but yeah, I wish you luck with the fight of the weekend, and then we'll definitely see you over at Croke Park, mate, and we'll be cheering you on, mate.
Absolutely. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Jonathan.
All the best, mate. Take care.
Cheers. Thanks for your time.